Hey traders, this is Travis from Master the Market, and in this video we're going to be talking about Active Trader, which is the order entry system used in the Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. And we're going to break down how to use Active Trader as well as go over some of the different order types. Now in order to pull up Active Trader, what you have to do is make sure that you select Trade and then go down to Active Trader. And by default you can see here we have two charts and we have two active traders on the right side. If you want to customize this a little bit, you can click up here under the On Demand tab. And you can see there are tons of different options here to customize this. If you want a ton of different small charts, you can have all of those in there. If you want just one chart and one active trader, just select one box. You can also on the right side over here, instead of having the active trader pulled up, you can actually deselect that and you can add in the time and sales, for example. You can also add in the level 2. And there are tons of different ways, obviously, that you can customize this. But just to keep it simple, we're going to have two charts here, one over top of the other. I'm going to deselect level 2 here, deselect time and sales, add back the active trader. And then down here, we're going to actually link these two charts together. So we're going to go ahead and place this as a red link. We'll also place this as a red link. So now if we search SPY, for example, up here, it's going to also pull up SPY down here on the bottom. If we go ahead and add in the chart down at the bottom, we can now have one chart that is going to be a daily chart and one chart that is going to be an intraday chart like the 5-minute chart. And in my opinion, there's really no need to have two separate active traders, so I'm going to go ahead and have the time and sales down here. Okay, now with Active Trader, there are two options here to buy and sell at the market. If we click this little arrow to the left, this is going to allow you to change the number of shares that you're trading. By default, it's going to be 100 shares. Now, generally speaking, I don't usually recommend traders to use market orders, and that is because if you use a market order specifically with lower price stocks, stocks tend to have a little bit of a spread between the bid and the ask where the buyers and the sellers are lined up. And if you're using a market order, you're probably going to be filled at the worst price that you could be given the current spread for that stock. So instead, what you want to use is going to be a limit order. Now, limit orders with most trading platforms are going to be a little bit different than they are here with the active trader here in Thinkorswim. So what you would usually do is you would place limit order and then you would select the price that your limit price is going to be to buy or sell the stock. But there's not an option for that in active trader. What you have to do instead is make sure that you have the correct number of shares selected. And then you're going to hover over the left side over here in order to buy at a certain price. And if you wanted to place a limit order to sell above the current price, you would hover over the right side, and that's going to show you where you would be placing an order to sell. So for example, if I wanted to buy at $367 per share, I would simply click on the left side over here to place an order then to buy 100 shares of SPY at $367 per share. Again, that's going to be a limit order, and that is going to be to open a position. And the cost of that trade would be, of course, 100 times $367, giving us a total of $36,700. And then from there, all I would do is click on Send in order to place that limit order. Now, if you want to, for whatever reason, get rid of that confirmation that pops up after you place an order, all you have to do is select Auto Send here. And then if we were to click again at $367 per share, that's going to automatically, without that confirmation pop-up, place an order then to buy at $367 per share. Now I will say that that can be a little bit risky because in that case, if you were to accidentally tap somewhere on this active trader, you may be placing orders that you didn't necessarily mean to place. Okay, and the same thing is going to be true then on the right side over here. If you were looking to place a limit order to sell your position, you would simply look to go up to the price that you want to sell at. Let's just say $367.50. And you would click over here on the right side of the screen, give yourself a confirmation, and then go ahead and send your order. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have to keep in mind that risk management is also very important when it comes to trading stocks. So let's just say that, for example, we got filled on our $367 limit price. So we have a position then at $367, and let's just say that we wanted to risk 50 cents per share on that trade. So our risk would be down to $366.50. If we wanted to immediately cut losses on the trade, Once the price got all the way down to 366.50, we could then use the right side over here below the current price to place an order that is then going to stop us out of that position. So it's by default going to be a stop order if you're selling below the current price of the stock, and it is also going to be by default a stop order if you are looking to buy above the current price of the stock. In that case, that would be a stop loss for a short position to, of course, cut losses in case the trade moves against your short position. And now very quickly, if we go up here to the top of this active trader box, you can see that there is currently a grayed out button for flatten position. This is grayed out because I don't currently have any positions open. However, if you're in a stock and you want to immediately get out of it for whatever reason, whether it's a long position or a short position, what you can do is you can click on this flatten button, and that is going to immediately get you out of that position, whether that be selling your shares or covering your short position. And that works for both taking profits and for cutting losses. Okay, so now hopefully you understand at least how to simply place some limit orders here in the active trader tool. The next thing that I want to cover is going to be here under template. So one of the trading templates that I really like that's built into the active trader tool is going to be what is known as a trigger with bracket. If you select trigger with bracket, you see a bunch of things that pop up down here. And this is really just going to, in its simplest form, allow you to simultaneously place an order to lock in profits and also one below your price of entry that is going to act as a stop loss. So by doing that, as soon as you get in the trade, it's pretty much going to be completely automated for you. You're either going to lock in your profits at your target price, or you're going to stop out of the position and take a loss at your stop loss price. So if we go ahead and change this here, we have our trigger here, which is going to be above the current price. So that's going to be the plus value, of course. Let's just say for this example, we're looking to lock in a quick scalp of 20 cents per share. And let's just say that we're going to have a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So we're going to also look to cut losses at 20 cents per share. So once we put that in, we can see over here that if we expand this active trader just a bit, once we kind of hover around the left side over here, you can actually see our target stop start to move up. We can also see if we go down further that our target price is going to move down. And this is going to form that bracket that we're talking about that is going to essentially make this an automated trade for us. So if we were to place an order here to buy at $367.50, that's going to automatically then place a limit sell order 20 cents above at $367.70. And then it's also going to place a stop loss order 20 cents below at $367.30. And now whichever one of those is going to be hit first, the other one is automatically going to be canceled. Now you can probably see why this is such a valuable thing, because one of the big aspects of trading is locking in profits at the right time, as well as cutting losses at the right time. And that can be very difficult when your emotions get involved in the trade. So if you're already having these plans to lock in profits at a specific price or cut losses at a specific price, the second that you get into the trade, that's going to allow you to kind of take some of the emotion out of your trading and simply trade based on your strategy and based on the chart itself. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly go over the active trader tool here in Thinkorswim because again, it is quite a bit different from a lot of the other order entry systems that other brokers and other trading platforms use. Hopefully you found some value in this, and if you did, please make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to learn more about day trading, swing trading, and even long-term investing, or if you want to join us in chat and come trade with our group, you can learn more about all of that in the links down below in the description. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.